Well guys, I put fresh batteries in it and we took it out for a drive, and I've got to say it was rubbish. Oh, it looks lovely, bright green with the LEDs in the wheels and the spinners on the hubs, discs, what do you want to call them. But performance wise, it was terrible. It was incredibly slow. I was so concerned that as soon as we got home I took the batteries back out and measured them, and the batteries are fine. It's just an incredibly slow car. So I think I'm going to box it back up again and give it away. Take it back to another charity shop. Oh, the that bit broke off when we were driving it. If you look at that, that's incredibly thin plastic on it as well. So I don't think this is very robust. So I'll probably glue that back on for what it's worth. But yeah, very disappointing. I've taken some video using my action camera, so we'll have a look at that anyway. But I'm sorry, that one is just rubbish. Well, before I take this one back to the charity shop, I thought I would take the cover off, see if we can glue that bit back on again, and have a look inside. One thing I noticed under here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, there's a little sort of lever thing just there. Can't do it with that hand. Yeah, can we see that little lever there? Now I wondered if that was designed to change gear, select an alternative gear ratio. So I had a look inside and the answer is no. There is a sort of lever there which might do something in a different car or a different version of this car, but it doesn't do anything on this one. So that's a possibility that on a different version of this car, a more expensive one, there might be a gear change option. Possibly, maybe. And then looking along here, it's got quite a few screw holes that are not in use. They don't match up with anything on here at all. So this will be another one of those fairly generic builds made in a factory somewhere, obviously, that they can change the options depending on what the seller wants to sell, how much they want to spend. So I should think there is an upgraded version of this that has more facilities. This one, we've got some nice fat transistors there, power transistors for the drive motor, the H bridge for the drive motor. And then we've got 4 smaller ones at that end for the steering motor. This board here controls the LEDs. We've got LEDs in the wheel arches. Can't quite see the ones there, but you can see the wires going down to them. And then of course we've also got LEDs for the front lights and the back lights. And then that's the aerial. So it looks to me like this one could be quite a nice car in the right version. But in this version it's very basic, probably produced, well, obviously produced to meet a particular requirement. The central floor panel or whatever, it's got bits stuck on it to fit this body shell, so again that will be a common floor panel that can be used on different cars. That bit at the front there matches the front of the car, so that's an add-on to make it fit. And then just here we got a side plate added on, and then at the back there was a back plate that should have two of these on it. Which way around does that go? Yeah, that goes there, I think. Oh no, other way up. That goes there. So I will glue that piece back on for what it's worth. But being as we're missing the other one, it's never going to look quite right. The gearbox and motor, that's a fairly good sized looking motor, but as we've already established, it goes incredibly slowly. Whether it's faulty, needs replacing, or whether it's designed to be that slow, no idea. It has suspension. I don't know if we can see that. So you've got a bit of body roll, and it's got a differential gearbox, so if I turn one wheel one way, the other one turns the opposite way. It's got spinners. And it's got LEDs inside. I'm not going to take the steering apart. It's not going to be anything dramatic. It's got a motor going that way. There'll be a pinion gear on it. It's probably turning another bit of plastic that's pushing the gears, pushing the steering side to side. Yep, I think that'll do. We've seen inside. I suppose the nice touch there is you can unplug the LEDs that go to the top of the body shell, so you can get it off easily. So that's not a full tear down, that's just a peek under the bonnet, I suppose. And this one was sold by Superdrug, no doubt one of their Christmas seasonal range, because it's not the sort of store that normally sells radio controlled cars. Just a final point while I'm boxing it back up again. Looking at these gaps in the foam packaging, I could well imagine that a rechargeable battery goes in there and the battery charger goes there if you had the higher spec toy. So, say, built for a market, probably the Christmas market, as low a spec as possible, but it looks nice.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.